So CC Telfer is an openly trans athlete, and he was the first trans athlete to win a NCAA championship title back in 2019. And you can see why this person transitioned into female sports, because back in 2016 and 2017 in the men's track and field, the 400 meter hurdles at 36-inch men's division height, he ranked 200th in 2016 and 390th in 2017. So that explains a lot, doesn't it? And then following this, Telfer qualified for the NCAA Women's Division II Outdoor Track and Field Championships in 2019, ranking 3rd in 60 meter hurdles and 7th in the 200 meter dash. We covered a similar topic in a video we did a few days ago, and as most of you already know already, Trump's put a stop to all this nonsense, and this athlete in particular was not happy about it also.
Tell us what it is like as a transgender woman in the United States at the moment.
Oh my gosh. So I'm Black, I'm a woman, and I'm transgender, and I'm an athlete.
We don't care. Let me tell you. We don't care.
Each of my identities is a target, especially in America. Right now, it's just to live life to the fullest potential, and whatever happens, happens. We are doing the work. We have to continue to do the work, and just one day at a time, take it one step at a time, and to try to just wake up tomorrow.
How has life changed, or has life changed since President Trump's inauguration?
I feel like a lot of the anti-trans rhetoric has become louder, more in my face. You know, prior to this set in stone administration, I woke up every day and I face adversaries when I leave my house. Now,
guys, I think we can already tell. I mean, we're only a minute or so into this. I think we all know how this interview is going to go.
Now I wake up every day and I have to make sure that I make it home alive. It's really sad to see people going out of their way to make it known that you don't belong here. But every day I wake up and I decide to go out.
I don't think anyone's saying you don't belong here, but you don't belong in women's sports. That's a completely different thing. And like we said at the start of the video, you competed with the dudes and you didn't even make the top 100. If you were coming second, third, fourth, whatever, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have transitioned into the women's sports. And this is what tends to happen, guys.
And live my life proves that I do belong here. And just existing is resistance.
When you hear some of the words, the rhetoric that is being used, I wonder how that makes you and your community feel.
It's sad to see that one of the most powerful countries in the world would ostracize and dehumanize a group of people, a small group of athletes.
What about the female athletes? Are you not dehumanizing them by smoking them because you're a dude? Shout out to Trump.
Too, but also as transgender women overall, I've done nothing wrong but try to be a good member and contributing member of society. I pay my taxes, I go to school, I try to leave this world better than I came to it. So if the president doesn't see us, we'll make ourselves be seen and known with goodness and love, because that's all we have to offer.
And you are somebody for whom this hits so many different...
This news reporter, surely she's not standing on what she's saying. Surely she must be siding. When she goes home and talks with her family and friends and go, man, I had to do this interview today and I had to act like those poor females that were getting smoked. They've trained their whole life for something. You know, she's obviously reading a script and she's just playing the part. She's playing the part. She doesn't want to get cancelled.
Aspects of your life. Do you think it is in any way possible now to have a reasoned, rational, sensible conversation about the sporting context with such a politicized discussion taking place?
Absolutely, Amanda. I feel like we could still have a conversation. However, I would like to be a part of that conversation. I am willing to sit down with the IOC, the USATF,
Okay.
the NCAA,
Right.
with any of my international federations, even the Trump administration, Trump himself. If he wants to sit down with me and talk and have a human conversation and see me, because I feel as though social media is very loud, and to have a human sit across from you and have a conversation with them, it's very different.
I don't think that's going to change his mind. It's nothing personal, mate. Women shouldn't be competing against dudes in sports. Vice versa. It's nothing personal. He should put a stop to that. And that's just common sense. I can't believe it was even allowed in the first place. And all this is a reality check. That's all it is.
So I'm willing to have that conversation if they're willing to give me that chance.
What would you say to President Trump? What would your message be?
I need some explanation as to why you want to completely eradicate us from society when we've done nothing wrong. Think about the humanity, and to think about the younger kids like me who have doctors confirming their gender, have people behind them. And like, even if he wants to have a team to go around with me and see my day-to-day life and what I go through as a transgender female athlete, all for it.
What?
Guys, this is a long way to say that you're pissed off that you ain't going to be smoking females in these track races anymore. And it's like they're trying to like make us feel sorry for them. Like, I'm pretty sure you didn't feel sorry for all those athletes, those females you were competing against. I can guarantee you that. And he wants to have a conversation with Trump and these administrations and things like that. Look, this thing's been put in place. I don't think Trump's going to change it, because it's a flipping crazy thing that even happened and was allowed in the first place. Like, as a boxer myself, when this came out that females and males are going to be competing against each other in combat, let alone track races and what she was doing, combat, that transitioned into that field as well. And that is a dangerous game. And you know me, guys, I'm happy with the decision, and I know a lot of you guys are as well. You have to let us know in the comments how you're feeling about all this. I'm 99% sure you agree with it, but there are a lot of people out there who don't, for some odd reason, because I guarantee you, if these people had a mum, a daughter, a sister, a girlfriend who trained their whole life to compete in this field, and you see some jack dude turn up with a wig on, yeah, that's not a good look. And I think these people would be equally as annoyed as everyone else.
You also did try to have a baby regularly, didn't you?
I mean,
Sorry?
It's exhausting. I mean, I read every book. They're like, do this position, it'll be a girl. Do this position, it'll be a boy. Like, overnight, all night, like literally every night.
Chicks? You're just banging a girl?
No, I was having sex with my husband, and
Oh.
then finally I sought medical attention, because I was like, there's something fundamentally wrong. Like, we just can't get pregnant. And so,
Wait, time out.
Wait, hang on. Hold up. Didn't we learn this stuff in preschool?
Time out. You're trying different positions with your husband, Nathan. Very nice guy. Like Nathan a lot. Salt of the earth guy. Met him really down to earth. But you're doing positions that you're reading in books for heterosexual sex, and you're smart.
well, I didn't specify that in the book, but the doctor explained to me that you needed to have a female involved to actually conceive the baby.
No shit, man.
And so at that point, I just called my sister, and it was really easy after that.
What the fuck are you doing?
I have got absolutely no words for this. I don't even know what to say. Like, what do I even say to that? Like, this is stuff we learn in flipping school. How can you sit there? The guy in the middle, I think, is exactly how we're all feeling. You just can't believe what you're flipping hearing, can you? And for this next clip, guys, you're gonna like this one. So this feminist comedian started attacking this guy in the crowd, and he was just giving her back what she was giving him, and she didn't like it. She didn't like it.
Oh my god, I love it! Okay, wait, what made you want to ask him?
Why are you making it sound like we're a couple?
Oh my god, don't get scared.
It's not my fault.
What? Oh, it's not that. Wow, you're so. Oh, it's not that. Wow, look at you.
Yeah.
I could leave right now if
well,
I wanted.
can roast you too. You can't just roast all of us and get nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that not allowed?
I see.
Hold it
So
together.
you were afraid because like you felt like I was saying you're gay.
I can take the mic if you want.
It's okay. He's your new friend.
I will say this, like, it is such a hard time in this world right now. There are so many people that came together to be supportive and fucking amazing, and you're putting negative, no, look me in the eyes, you're putting negative energy out here. This is the last show of my, look me in the eyes. It's the last, look at me. It's the last show of my weekend. It's a sold out show, and you want to say mean shit to me, okay? So don't do that.
I think you need a different line of work, mate. It's not a good look. You're a comedian roasting people. When someone roasts you back, which was very light-hearted from him, you can't handle it and you're getting all caught in your feelings. I don't know about this one, guys. Kind of cringe. Go White Knights.
You can leave. This guy's texting his friend. It's so cute. You can leave too. I won't be offended. LOL, what a fucking clown. I did warn you I would get kicked out. Man, she is sensitive, especially for a comedian.
Well, he's not really wrong, is he? And what did he even say that was so bad that she was screaming in his face and then told him to leave? Did I miss something?
You're a victim.
You know, there's a comedian called Matt Rife, and he said you've got to work the crowd and not take things personally because people are going to give it back to you. And as your job as a comedian, you're meant to be... you're not meant to be getting sensitive and emotional about working the crowd. Guys, let me know what you think about this one in the comments.
So you just think everyone should have food and shelter? Yes. Yes, I fucking do. And I am tired of people trying to convince me that that's ridiculous. Okay? I am tired of existing in a world where there are dumpsters full of edible food because someone didn't exchange the imaginary shiny rocks for it. Okay? Every single one of our problems can be traced back to capitalism and some asshole who wanted to make more money by doing less, and oh my God, we have enough. We're just not giving it to people. We will do everything but just give people homes and food. You know how much more productive people would be if they weren't spending every minute of their waking lives worrying about how they're going to survive? If you need the threat of starvation and homelessness to contribute to anything, that's a fucking you problem, okay? Get out of my comment section.
Stop it. Get some help.
It's like these people don't know how economy works. It's really not rocket science. And these are the same people that say illegal immigration is fine and, you know, they welcome them with open arms. But if you ask the same people that, oh, can you house some people? Can you take care of some immigrants? They're not going to do it. They won't do it. They want everyone else to deal with the problem. And she really needs to chill out, man. Have yourself a cup of tea and just chill. Just relax, man.
In case you're wondering what it's like being transgender under this new administration, I just got my new passport in the mail and they changed the gender to male because of Donald Trump. In case y'all want proof, there's my picture, very cunty. And yeah, there's that big ugly M.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
So this person was complaining because they changed the gender to what their actual real gender is on planet Earth, not in fairy tale land.
I was just in the women's room at the Cheesecake Factory, and when I walked in, there was this little girl, like 3 years old, tops. She was standing there alone, I assumed waiting for her parent who was in the stall. And all the stalls were full. So like I couldn't go in, I just had to wait. And it was me and this little girl and no one else. And she kind of looked at me like, and, you know, I just like nodded my head and didn't look at her. I was like, you know, it's kind of awkward. And it occurred to me that when the parent, who I don't know, leaves the stall, exits their stall and sees me, a trans person, and their little 3-year-old daughter, that they might make an assumption based on untrue things that they've heard. An assumption that could be very dangerous for me, unsafe for me. So instead of waiting for that to potentially happen, I left the bathroom and decided I didn't need to pee that bad. Trans people go through this thought process any time they're in a bathroom, and it's not okay. And it's important to talk about because it happens all the time.
So you say you don't really care about what happened, but then you make a video and put it on social media trying to convince everyone about what just happened. Like, I think we can all relate to that kid. If it, you know, back in the day, if I was a young kid like this girl was, and I was stood there and someone like that walked in, I think I would be a bit shocked myself.
Anytime I ever had a feeling that maybe I was settling or questioned anything, it was wrong for me. When Steven came into my life, I never had that feeling. I knew from the minute we went on our first date, from the minute I saw him on the dance floor, that if I were to be with this person, I wouldn't be settling. You know when you meet someone who's on your same level, who has your same worth, and you have to work to have that worth for yourself. And I think that's another reason why meeting at this, you know, age in 30, like 29, 30 plus is so much more, just there's so much more to offer you when it comes to finding a partner who, as this woman articulated, really fits into your life.
You got to remember, guys, we live in a time where feminists today will say to a woman, you being at home looking after the house, but he's paying all the bills and everything, and that whole settling thing, which inevitably in a relationship is a good thing because it's going to happen. Settling down, building a family, what is wrong with that? And a lot of feminists will call it controlling. What?
Guess who's AFAB now? Did you know that if you change your name and gender marker on your ID, you also get a new birth certificate? And in my new birth certificate, it says my new name and assigned gender at birth, female. Now, I don't know why they retconned my entire identity, but I guess I'm cis now. Ho, is you cis?
It took me a while to even figure out what cis meant. I think it means you're straight. I mean, someone might know in the comments, but all this is confusing.
If anyone ever comes and calls me a man, I'm safe because I have state government approved paperwork that I'm fish.
Keep telling yourself that, darling.
Hey, there's plenty of personal trainers out there who have level 3 qualifications, but they don't know shit about lifting weights. Paperwork don't mean nothing. You can't escape from who you are. You can't have paperwork that overrules biology, mate.
It is currently 9:26 a.m. and I just finished my first order for Spark today. I'm out working, got up this morning, got going, and the very first order I had me going inside the store. Tell me why I had to spend the first moments walking into the store being harassed by the door greeter over him misgendering me. Now, full disclosure, I used to work at the store. I was actually a supervisor at the store. And this person had always been very friendly to me, extremely friendly to me. And all that changed the moment that I started transitioning.
Well, what he's got to understand is this stuff is confusing. You know, if you knew someone called Steve who you worked with for 10, 20 years, and then all of a sudden he walks in looking like that, you've all of a sudden got to call him Michelle and just act like nothing's changed and everything's all good. This stuff is confusing. And he said that he was harassed for being misgendered. So the guy misgendered him, and then you got angry at him. So I don't think anyone harassed this guy. Let me know about this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you're new, maybe consider subscribing, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.